Hi, welcome to the Over 40 Princess. Today is Tuesday, November 17th, and Tuesday Hair Day is going to be a structured, messy updo that doesn't take time, and it doesn't take a lot of annoyance. So I hope you'll join me. Hi, it's your Over 40 Princess Nancy, and it's Tuesday Hair Day. And today I'm going to do a look for holiday parties. Now, as you can see, I've already done makeup, and I've mostly curled my hair. I've only got one piece left. For this style, it's going to be a constructed, messy updo. Does that make any sense to you? You're going to need, depending on the thickness of your hair, 2 to 4 elastics that match your hair, and a little handful of bobby pins that match your hair. I use this kind of comb, teasing comb, and then I've got a brush too. The most important thing I use is a variable heat. It's a Revlon 1.5 inch barreled curling iron. Now, if you have shorter hair, as long as you can get it into a ponytail, you can do this, but I would suggest a smaller barrel at that point. If you have super long hair, this one's not going to work for you. I'm saying about just north of the girlfriends up to shoulder length, collarbone length will work. After that, it's not at its best. And I haven't decided what I'm doing with my bangs yet, so just put in this little frumpy. Maybe I'll just leave them like this. Put your curling iron in, curls to the back, and they're going to spring out. And I'm going to try to make a decision about these. I've made one. I'm just going to take my big barrel curling iron, and I'm mostly going to pull it. There's a little bit of curve on the end. It's kind of a pull-through thing. I'm kind of using it as a straightener. Not quite. I just don't want fish hooks. That's like the worst. Okay, see, they're not too curly. That is definitely the look I wanted. The moment I'm done using my curling iron, the very, very second, even if I think there may be a touch-up situation in the future, excuse me for pulling away, I'm gonna pull it out of the wall. I never leave a curling iron plugged in. It's too easy for a cat to step on the on button and come home to no cat, no house, no nothing. This one has a heat guard. It's made by Revlon. It is not incredibly expensive. I love this curling iron. It's just the best one I've ever had because the heat's variable, and I really like that about curling irons. Okay, so let's get into, already 3 minutes up, let's get into the hair. Now this is mostly going to be done with fingers at this point. You are going to pull from just north of your ears back, and if you really, are like me and you want things to kind of go smoothly and look a little more neat, even though it's messy too. I have a problem with the real mess do's because, and you're gonna go ahead and put it in a ponytail right here. Then right beneath it, grab another bunch of hair. See? You can see what I'm doing now? I hope. Good, this thing delays a little bit, and so I can see that. Move the other ponytail out of the way. You could get really uptight and use clips, but honest to golly gosh dums, I don't think you need to. And I'm just doing it 3 times. It definitely, there's so little hair in here, I could go like 8, but okay, now I'm going to do the last one, just on the very bottom. And this one, there's just no hair in there at all. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a funny, funny joke. Okay, now I have, you can see, 3 ponytails, you know, varying in fullnesses going down the back of my head. Okay, this is not the look, alright? I swear to you, this is not the look. By the way, before I even began curling my hair, it was dry. I still sprayed it with a 425 Heat Protect and Curl from Got2b, which I love better than... I like my Joico. My Joico has a tendency to leave my hair a little sticky if I don't use it when it's wet. If I use it when it's wet, it's perfect. Using it when it's dry, with a little stickiness. Now I'm going to have a couple tendrils here, and I can pull these back and spray them down in a minute. What you're going to do back here with the curls is this. You're going to take a curl, and again, there's messy, and then there's, you know, I can't stand it messy. And pin the curl in place. And then go up. Wrap it around your finger loosely and pin. These are the world's cheapest bobby pins. I don't know where I got them from, but they need to be given away to the home for bad bobby pins. That is not all of that ponytail. You may have to spread it out. You may want to use little fake hair in here. I don't know. Whatever works for you. And you can see what's happening here. Okay. The next ponytail down has the longest pieces. And these pieces I'm going to really pull out. I will show you on the next one what I'm doing when I'm pulling out. And it's hard to do without a camera See, I'm getting spoiled. It's hard to do without a mirror behind you, but it's definitely worth it. Okay, I have a bunch of ponytail here, and I can comb it if I want to, but again, this is supposed to be slightly messy. I'm going to pull it down, and I'm going to pull it straight out like this. Do you see this? And now, I'm going to secure it. Now, the point of this whole thing is some of it comes down, some of it goes up. That's no big deal. And I'm going to continue to do this until I'm done, and then I'll show you the finished piece. This is really good for your cousin's wedding, your friend's wedding, your Aunt Myrna's wedding. Not so much for your wedding, or your daughter's wedding, or your sister's wedding, because presumably you're in those weddings, and you should look really super special and hire somebody to do your hair. If you don't manage to do it that day, that's fine. And practice with something that you like. Okay, I'll be back to show you the rest. Okay, I'm back with a finished look, and I'm just going to turn for you. I hope that this thing is in focus. There may be a couple tendrils hanging down. Remember, I only have 10 minutes to do something I would normally take a lot more time to do, but it's up. And the point is, if part of it comes down during the night, first of all, the whole thing's not going to come down. See, it's already got a little tendril sticking out here. The whole thing's not going to come down. I decided to just sweep the bangs, but there's a lot of things you could do with the bangs if you have them. If you don't, obviously, it's much easier to just do all your hair. So that's it. It's really easy, and it looks really nice, and you could just wear it to school or to work too. I mean, it's just 3 little ponytails, curl your hair and tuck it under. And if you have naturally curly hair, and unlike me, you don't even have to do the curling your hair part if it's wavy. You're so lucky, and I'm so jealous. Alright, play with your makeup. I love ya. Bye.